Hey, check it out. It could be that. It could be that.
I swear to God, if I get that cornbread off your shit.
I swear.
If you don't come back from your 15 on time, it could be that.
Nigga. Oh my God. No, I'm going to get to that point, but we end up coaching against a coach like that?
Yeah.
We ended up coaching against a coach one time, and he was like, "On my dead granny grave, if he score on you again, I'm sending your ass down."
Welcome back to the Run It Back Podcast, the podcast where you come and listen to your favorite people talk their shit. This is one of your hosts, Percy.
I'm BOBBYBANDZZZ. Nigga.
And we got that man Reef behind the camera.
Yo. There you go. Same
doing
energy.
A big running back.
Same energy.
Simon Assassin Bruce on the couch.
Big running back.
Big running back energy.
Go crazy.
Next to him, we got the man, the myth, the legend.
Smoke.
We got Smoke on the couch right next to him.
Smoke Johnson. I just named him Smoke Johnson. What is that?
Oh shit! That shit made me think of Slink Johnson. You know Slink Johnson? He the nigga that did.
Why did they name him Slink?
Black Jesus. You seen Black Jesus?
Black
the nigga that was in Grand Theft Auto. Remember? You ain't do the story mode?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
He was a meme. Like, I'm gonna show you. Slink Johnson is hilarious because Smoke Johnson is funny. Slink Johnson is a national treasure. I promise you.
Slink Johnson.
Slink Johnson.
Who the fuck is Slink?
You don't know Slink Johnson?
No.
Watch. I got you. Slink Johnson, GTA. Where he at? It's gonna take too long.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Hey, y'all know Slink Johnson from GTA.
Who is that? I don't know who the fuck that is. That shit funny. He don't even why he got hair and he bald there.
Because he got old.
GTA 1 and 5.
Lamar? Yeah, his name was Lamar. That's besides the point.
Yeah. It is Domestic Violence Month. So I just want to shout out that.
Awareness?
Yeah. Domestic awareness.
Like, we don't want to shout out domestic violence.
Awareness. Yeah. Keep your hands off yourself. Keep your hands to yourself, y'all. Keep your hands off yourself. Pause. Keep your hands to yourself.
To yourself. And just walk away. It's not worth it. For sure.
I seen 2 instances of domestic violence in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
And I called the police twice. You was on the phone.
You had one in your story, another one I was on the phone with you.
Yeah. The other day, if you guys don't follow me on anything, I was walking to work and I was making a video, like walking to work. You know, like, this is my first day walking to work. And mid-video, I hear like, she's biting me. And I'm like, oh shit. So I turn around. And when I turn around, there's nobody there. It was just a scream. So I'm looking around like, where the fuck? Next thing you know, like 2 white people like bust out the door. Boom. And she's like ripping his shirt, like hitting him. And he's yelling. He's like trying to not let her have the keys or whatever. And she's like, give me my keys. He's like, you're not leaving anywhere. I'm sitting there like walking up like, all right, cool. Let me make sure this dude's not hitting her or nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? But she was fucking his ass up.
Giving him
listen, and it is not okay for women to hit guys either. I don't care.
It's genuinely considered like just like a one-way street, but it's not. You're not considered, but people, when you think domestic violence, you think the man beating up the woman, X, Y, and Z.
But there's women that abuse men too.
Yeah.
I've witnessed like some women that, like that's their bitch.
Right. Like, and
if dude get crazy, she busts off his ass.
Yep.
Like dead ass. So, you know, it goes both ways. It's not funny or fun to see it, you know what I'm saying? But keep your hands to yourself. And also the other one, I don't even want to highlight it, but it wasn't even domestic violence. It was just altercation. I feel like dude must have went through her phone, saw something he ain't like, and kind of like kicked it to the curb. And she was yelling like, please stay with me. Like, please, no, don't leave me.
From the sounds of it.
Right? Like, bro, she woke, it was 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I made this joke last week to Flavo, right? Shout out my little nigga Flavo. And I said, I'm about to, no, it wasn't even Flavo. It was my little cousin. I said, you know, remember I used to say I'm about to end up on the Illinois, or the U of I, what's it called? Something
Crime alerts.
Crime alerts. So in Champaign, they used to do crime alerts if something happened and whatever. So I was drunk one day, like, I'm gonna beat somebody up. I'm gonna end up on a crime alert tonight, right? Mad as hell.
That was the angry flex.
That was the angry shit. So
maybe you put you on crime alerts, nigga.
So I said the other day, man, watch, I'm gonna put somebody on Citizen app, and I'm gonna put that in a bar, like in a rap bar, right? Little did I know I was gonna make my first Citizen app, because I called 12 and it was, we have a whatever the fuck, my call went in. And then Lisa's like the next morning, hey, I seen it on Citizen app. I said, that was me. I'm the one who called. Dude was trying to get out that jam and Shorty was abusing him. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me of a Skinny Reef, to be honest.
Skinny Reef.
I was worried my boy wasn't caught in no entanglement out here.
Right. The entanglements can get dangerous.
You know,
you know what I'm saying?
It was he was dressed like Reef.
No comment.
He was Reef. Between these hours, I was at home laying down.
Next question.
No, but well, I just want to highlight that. I know there's a lot of, you know, domestic violence and just verbal abuse. Mm-hmm. You know, I experienced it as a kid, just in my household. Mm-hmm. You know, and I just, since then, always told myself it would never be something that I, you know,
right.
I've always been able to control, even how, you know, angry you get.
For sure.
But
this is probably a terrible time to bring this up, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Mm-hmm. Bill Murray, you heard of him? I think he's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
You've heard it?
Yeah, Bill Burr.
Burr. His stand-up bit was, there's never a reason to hit a woman, right? But the way he spent it was, no, there's several reasons. You're just not supposed to hit people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you know.
Okay.
So then he goes into it, breaking down like all the reasons why women will piss you off, and it's just like we've all
a reason why to hit them.
Just like you just wanna punch somebody's ass, right? But then you just don't. Mm-hmm. I'm intentionally not giving away the joke. You know what I'm saying?
He was walking on ice there.
It would have been better if you gave away the
joke. Yeah.
No, because it's so much better because he ends up going into all these reasons of how like a woman will piss off a man. But I also think he goes into the reverse where like how just men and women or people in general just piss each other off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to explain that to one of my kids today because he said like, you know, he's working at one of the jobs or whatever, and his boss was like, oh, like I guess they got into altercation, right? And he yelled at him a certain way, said certain things, and the boss tells him, I'm sorry, I did 30 years in jail, so this is just how I talk. Yeah. So, you know what the kid tells me, he's like, so I understood, you know, but my mom was upset. She's like, there's no reason for him to talk to me that way. Like, this ain't jail. This is the real world. Right. Which is 100% true because you should never disrespect someone.
Right. Like, you still
in jail. And he's your boss. Like, that nigga pays you. and he talking to you like you owe this nigga some money or something.
Right. Hey, check it out. It could be that. It could be that.
I swear to God, if I don't get that cornbread off your shit.
I swear.
If you don't come back from your 15 on time, it could be that.
Nigga. Oh my God. No, I'm going to get to that point, but we end up coaching against a coach like that?
Yeah.
We ended up coaching against a coach one time, and he was like, "Oh, my dead granny grave, if he score on you again, I'm sending your ass down." And I'm like, Oh, we on the west side right now.
Oh yeah, he coaching.
Phone them coaching. That's one of their dads. That's phone them.
That's big bro. That's big homie.
No, but I end up so I had to back to the student though. I had to explain to him like people are gonna run into altercations. People are not gonna always get along. But there should just be a line of respect that people should have, which that older gentleman should have for a teenager.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is not a grown man. It's not something you shouldn't be trying to punk a kid. You know what I'm saying? At a job, but it's something. I think that's what's wrong with us now. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to deal with confrontation. People don't know how to get into an argument and not fight. People don't know how to get into an argument and deal with their anger and not.
An argument in the sense of the true definition was just like we have two separate stances. It ain't even the fact of like, it's not a fight. Like you think one way, I think another, and we talking about it. And it might get heated or passionate. It might get passionate.
I feel like me as a person. Right. Like if you would think sometimes like
You think we
hate each other the way we argue or whatever the hell. Yeah. But I think me as a person, I'm real like passionate. So even when I text, even when I like, it comes off a certain way. When I'm really just like speaking, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like, okay.
And then the worst thing is like, when somebody's like not in that circle or around that type of communication, and then don't think like, and you end up telling them like, don't be sensitive. That just make it even more sensitive. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I can't.
Somebody wanted to fight me just because of my take on sports.
You're like, oh, you acting like a bitch.
The fortune's right there.
You know what I'm saying? Because you already like gassed and passionate in the conversation. And it's like, don't get disrespectful, blase, blase. It's like, you acting like a bitch. You being soft, and that's just gonna make them think even more.
It's like we might get loud, but like there's never no crazy words getting.
I think people, especially amongst us,
doesn't establish
a respect.
Establish respect for
course, all of us,
and also like an established like communication too. Like there's an established disrespect. Shut the fuck up. You're gonna hear that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear shut the fuck up. You're gonna hear you dumb as hell. How you sound. Stupid ass. All that shit.
Crazy.
Crazy. This nigga smoking dick.
Pause.
You gonna hear all that.
Born earlier with that Middleton shit.
Smoking Middleton, nigga. Straight Chris Middleton. But it's just, I think it's a bigger issue than we really think about, like amongst people. And I think it just comes with being prideful. Yeah. Like people come with a lot of pride. People come with a lot of like self-respect. And remember, like I just told you, my cousin was showing me a text message of emojis that he's like, yo, is this nigga talking shit? Like, what's this mean? And I'm like, no. Like,
he just completely misunderstood.
Like, completely misunderstood. But some people might interpret something the wrong way. And that whole time, go that whole route thinking like, oh, this nigga think I'm a bitch. Or this nigga think this nigga think, you know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
Without even really just taking a second to think.
Reactionary, microwave ass society. Not even I switch it up over the weekend. I call it the 5G society. That shit's even faster than the microwave.
5G society.
Right? Like everything is just like, if it ain't happening now, it ain't happening. So I need to get my reaction out right now. This episode coming out right now. So since we got this pause,
make sure you subscribe.
Please subscribe
like,
to the
go
channel.
Share. And we appreciate all the new people that are fucking with the podcast on Instagram.
What we been talking about? What? We supposed to shout out to people in India for fucking with us.
Oh, facts.
Shout out to the Indians.
Shout out.
Oh, my cousin was watching your shit.
You not Indian?
Word?
Come on, man.
What's India?
I thought you Nigerian, bro.
Yeah.
Not in India. They talk
What's-
about India. No, on a serious note, COVID is still. Hey, no, listen. On a serious note, before we start going all elsewhere, COVID is fucking India up crazy.
Word.
Like, a lot of people are dying out there.
No, you're not giving it to your Indian bag for the Indian demographic.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking to the Indian people, our fans in India.
We got a good hold on like 3 cities in India.
Good.
We got a good stronghold. We got a stronghold on about 3 cities in India.
I swear.
We
Go
wanna
check.
send them
Hey, y'all
prayers
want me to
and
pull up
good
the
vibes.
stats? Oh, Spreaker. Shout out Spreaker too.
For sure.
Spreaker definitely be holding us down. Keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep implementing new stuff. We definitely gonna fuck with it. But
We appreciate it.
yeah,
all.
shout out to India people. They definitely fuck with us. It's about 3 cities, 1 listener per city.
Yeah.
We working. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
He tells somebody that they tell somebody.
Word of mouth is crazy.
We gonna get a translator for y'all real soon too.
Word of mouth.
Subscript
5,000
or
is
something.
bitch.
You could change the language.
All facts. You can. I did see that. I promise you, I just saw that like 3 days
So
ago.
we could put subtitles too. I just decided not to. Shall I start doing it for the hearing impaired?
You gonna have to fucking.
Nah, it would have said bone. It would have said bone, milk, bone, big as hell last week. Milk, bone. You gotta like
shoulda
make it
did
pop
it.
up. Make it pop up.
Dog treats.
Go watch last week's episode. Go
Yes,
share
sir.
it. Go like it. Subscribe.
Drop a comment
Yeah.
on what was said.
If you like to milk the bone.
If you like to milk the bone, I got a
My
couple
DMs.
homies. Listen. I got a couple homies. The DMs is wide open. You know what I'm saying? Availability 24/7,
Not mine.
7 days a week. They like Dogecoin. You know what I'm saying? You can ride it. Hey, you can ride that motherfucker to the moon. You hear me? Shout out my homies.
Thank you for subscribing to the channel.
No, but back to the responsive.
Rate
I
us
want to
5
get back to.
stars.
I want to get back to that. Like that reactive energy.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna lead to what we're gonna be doing next week.
Right.
But in the community, in our community, in a lot of other people's communities around, the world, the city, whatever, people have a hard time with dealing with confrontation. So, when it comes to just an altercation, I think
I
people.
don't even know if I would say a hard time for a lot of people. I would say like some of it is I agree with what you're saying, but some of it is just like the way you have to deal with altercation in some instances, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
No, explain. What do you mean?
So like in certain parts, especially in our city, you are raised to, I'll just say, fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're not willing and able, at least willing to fight,
And you know
you
what's
don't
even
get walked over.
And you know what's
And
even
it's the same in
the
business.
crazy part about it is like people don't like you're never really raised to fight because you never put to fight,
Right.
right? You're raised to react, right?
And then you see how people around you react too.
Like, but
That teaches you, yeah.
but like you get what I'm saying? Like you're not raised to like fight. You're not raised to like because people get into their first fight, older in age sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because they're confronting other people at a different
Right.
age. But that's their first fight. They never knew. They just learned how
Right.
to.
You weren't raised in a jujitsu. Jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, or
Dojo.
yeah, you know what I'm
raised
saying.
in a dojo, fighting,
So
getting it in.
yeah, I don't know. It's not always the right
Mm-hmm.
thing. I feel like, and I was a very reactive person.
Yeah.
Like I swear to you, ask anybody in my family, ask anybody me growing up. Like you said something wrong to me, I was like we were fighting, like
your
dead ass all the time. Like Johnson will tell you, he'd be like, "What? This nigga's retarded." Like just anger. Like something was like it was just something just like. I promise you, it was just retardedness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just anger. Didn't know how to deal with my anger. Didn't know how to like deal with emotion,
anger,
and I still, even still to this day, I don't express myself like I should, or like emotionally.
I don't think he means it's anger. I think he actually meant retardedness when he said it.
Yeah, it was a little.
That's what I'm saying. Would you classify it as anger?
Oh, it was anger, definitely anger. At
situations, or do you think it's just kind of environmental?
I mean, when I was
fighting
and now that I think about it, goddamn, when I was fighting, the most I was fighting, it was around when my parents were going through a bunch of shit. Now that I think about it, around those ages, because before that I wasn't fighting. And that's
what you were mad at.
And it was just anger. Yeah, it was really just like any excuse really to try to fight. Yeah. Like a dude tell me, yeah, you can't borrow my bike. I have my own bike. I'm riding my own bike. I'm 13 years old. Yeah. He's 15. I changed my mind. So I can't use your bike.
And we all out here sharing bikes.
We all out here sharing bikes. You just told me we gonna take two, go ride down the block, come right back, and we gonna switch. And now you telling me no? Instantly. Instantly. He was bigger than me. He started trying to slam me. He was fucking I was little 13, nigga. I ain't big. You know I was little as hell. This nigga was a sophomore in high school. What is this kid doing?
Seventh grader, Ron.
He looks like he's in fifth.
Angry ass little kid.
What? I can't use your bike? Bust off him.
Imagine being a sophomore, confronted by an angry fifth grade looking seventh grader.
That's dead ass what it was. Like, and I bust off him twice. Boom, boom. His brother gonna tell me, yeah, you didn't, his lip didn't bust. He had like a blister. I swear to God, he had like a little pimple blister and you popped it. And that's why he was bleeding. Cause after the fight, they break us up. My little ex-girlfriend at the time, she over here holding me, you okay? She was an 8th grader. You know what I'm saying? I was a little cool little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Had me an older John. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she over here. But buddy over here.
Definitely cheating. Anyway,
on her nigga with me. Thank you very much. You're right. Continue. Continue.
You ain't lying.
No, I wasn't in a relationship. I had a little John.
Continue.
But I was angry. John, you feel me? But yeah, I was just a little angry ass little kid and didn't know how to, respond to people telling me no. Until I went to karate. Like, that's when I really learned discipline. That's when you met. I was a whole different kid by the time I met you.
Yeah, because all the stories I heard, I could see where you would get to that point and stop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I heard you telling me stories about you beating people up.
Oh, fuck nigga. He out here like this. No, I got trophies to prove I whoop niggas too. And then I got street fights. No.
I told you we tried to jump you and you proved the karate knowledge.
Yeah. No, but it was just I learned a lot of discipline from martial arts. So it was like I didn't need a fight, like it was just like I learned not to be so angry. Like I meditated as a kid. Like,
so you showed the benefit of programs for youth, for troubled youth.
Facts.
Not you showed it, you lived it.
Yeah.
The benefits of programs for
keeping me facts, man, because I was 6-7 days a week doing something. Like if I wasn't at my homie's house, I was like in a karate. Like I get out of school, everybody knew me. All my homies, they all knew I did karate. Like that was what I was known for. Like it wasn't the hooper, it wasn't no football player. It was the little nigga that did karate. Jay Lil, yeah. Like I just did karate. But
y'all know the little nigga with the Jordans that do the karate.
Yeah, facts. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was karate, but it kept me busy. And then we get to high school and then the sports continue to keep me busy. You know what I'm saying? And then but other people, other students, other kids don't have those resources.
Right.
I say it all the time, like, and no knock on Boys and Girls Club or any of those YMCAs or like any of those like programs for the youth, because throughout the day they're keeping them busy 100%. But it's like, how do we keep these kids busy after those hours?
Right, when it get dark.
Like, think about, like, again, Adam Toledo. It's 2 a.m., 1 a.m. He's 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was 13, but you know the difference? I was fucking tired as hell because I was doing karate and doing this and doing that. So I was going to sleep early because I was waking up at 5, 6 in the morning.
I say he needed something to do in the morning. Not him specifically,
but
a 13-year-old outside 2 a.m.
You know, like you need something to do early. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be up early. So, but I think it's just keeping their mind occupied, you know, and I think I said this on an episode before. I don't know the answer to any of the problems, you know, because there's so many variables in all these homes. Every kid is a different kid. Every, you know, person's a different person.
Every situation is different.
Mm-hmm. So you got to tackle them each individually, but I feel like attacking them, you know, attacking it individually, but you also have to understand what these kids are interested in.
Right.
Like understanding times have changed. Like a lot of these programs, they want to build art programs and build like, and again, not knocking any of that shit because there's artists, there's musicians, there's a bunch of stuff. These kids don't realize it until they get into these programs.
Right.
You know, I didn't know I was good into karate, and that's how I tried it. You know, but there's other things that we should be doing for these kids to keep in their mind just occupied, like outside.
Right.
You know?
I mean, I could think of just like if kids today had a place where they could just go and fucking TikTok. You know how many hours they would spend in there? And they're just TikToking with each other?
A TikTok,
like a TikTok meetup.
Warehouse, like, you know, a TikTok, like a meetup. Yeah, like a fucking TikTok factory. You got fucking kids in there.
Getting it.
300 kids in there.
And imagine it's 300 people in there like, hey, follow me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like an incubator. It's an incubator site. Like, that's where there's a lot of like, so now that I work with the PRCC, they did an incubator site. It's a test that they gave a bunch of money to do like the supermarket where you have vendors coming in selling shit and it's supposed to kind of be like an incubator store, you know, for like, but it's the same kind of concept. But just, shit like that. Or even like kids that play PlayStation nonstop or even play like, you know, or whatever, 2K, all, you know, Warzone, all that stuff, want to be YouTubers, want to be this, offer those resources. Like, kids are learning from YouTube when they could be going into an office and learning from you, from myself, from someone else, offering that same, and also receiving mentorship, also having a big, older, you know, mentor to talk to and, you know, guide them to, you know, certain questions. Like, one of the kids I talked to, he's like, man, bro, I want to learn how to gain weight. And I'm like, shit, you asked the right nigga, because look, I was 145 pounds, and 6 months later, I was 167.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
just learn how to cook 3 meals.
I told him 5.
3 gonna turn into 5, but learn how to cook 5. Basically, just start with something attainable. Then, once you get that, you build on it. So now you're gonna be tired of eating spaghetti, rice and chicken, and you know what I'm saying? And asparagus and steak. Now you got those 3 down. Now add some extra shit.
Yeah. And just keep going towards there. I told him nothing. I mean, habits are, you know, built in 30 days, they say. Habits start. It takes 30 days to start it, like to build a habit. So
within them 30, it's easy as fuck to break it.
Hell yeah. You know how many times I told myself, oh, Monday I'm going to go back to the gym. All right, Monday I'm going back. All right, then you missed that Monday. All right, Tuesday.
Monday, the worst.
All right, Tuesday. I'm going to go. You missed that Tuesday. All right, I'm going Monday. I can't go.
It's already Wednesday.
It's already Wednesday. I can't go on a Wednesday. Fuck that. Where there's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I can't go on Wednesdays. I'm already behind.
Fuck, I look like going on a Wednesday.
Like, come on. Chest on Wednesday? No. Legs out? No. Can't do it. You know, but
definitely a lot of reasons to tell yourself no. But I'm just trying to tie it back to the kids.
Yeah. It's just keeping them busy. Yeah. You know, a lot of, is there a park we could go to? You know, like now that I'm working like really directly with kids I don't know, you know, now it's a little different where at first, you know, us being coaches, it's like, okay, I'm your coach, right? And now as I'm coaching you, I'm getting to learn you over a season.
You have an established relationship dynamic, even though we don't really know each other like that yet.
I'm your coach.
Yeah.
You're learning from me. It's like a teacher relationship, bro. Now, in this kind of situation, it's more like I'm a social worker.
Yeah.
You know, where like I'm understanding the kids. Like, you know, kids are asking me like, man, I need help finding an apartment. And these are not even kids. I got 20-some-year-olds. Like we go to 24. So like I got kids like I need a job. Like I need, or not a job. I need a place to stay. Like I need more hours. I need this. I need that. You know, it's just the reality of things. A lot of these kids are out here really struggling. Their families are really, really struggling. People are saying like, oh, they're giving out so much money, the government. People need that shit. Like, you don't think minimum wage is $15 an hour in Illinois, right?
Right.
Other states it's $7. Right. It's $9. It's even out of Chicago, it's $9, $12. Like people can't afford until they get the resources, that money, that extra money for the kids. Starting in July, every person that has a kid is getting an extra $300 until the rest of the year.
So just as
shout out my little nigga Braden collecting that bag. You know what I'm saying?
Braden already
go throw that in the bank account. He, you know, when he get 14, thankfully we don't go through another pandemic. He might ask for the stimmy.
He gonna ask for his.
Because you know, I heard kids was asking for the stimmy out here. Let me know if your kid was asking for the stimmy.
If you were a kid during these times, would you be hitting your parent line for the stimmy? Like, hey, you got an extra $600 for me? That's mine.
They definitely were.
I said, would you? You asking for the stimmy?
By the time I was like 6, I realized I was never getting anything.
I don't think I'm asking for the stimmy, but I'm really going to be like, yo, can we go shopping? I need this. I know you getting something.
Right.
Like, I know you getting $1,400 for me, Johnsy, and Amanda. Like, hold on.
And imagine if they got the unemployment benefits on top of that.
We going to give me some new hooping shoes. Like, no. We going to get some new hooping shoes. And probably a little fit or something.
Yeah, well, let's keep it real to your situation. Your mom's working, but the stimmy hit.
Yeah. All parents that or
just your situation.
Okay.
So there's the income, the house paid for everything. The stimmy hit, that's bonus. You know, we was straight already. Then the stimmy hit.
But the stimmy ain't got shit to do with me. Like, I don't file taxes. I'm seeing it like, you know what I'm saying?
Agreed. As an adult, agreed.
Why you're a dependent, motherfucker.
But you think I'm asking my mom when she files her taxes for, I didn't know you just got your tax money.
You got $1,200 as part of the child tax credit write-off.
Like, no, see,
run me that.
Like, no. I mean, maybe now kids are getting more informed and maybe TikTok and all these like different like.
Oh, TikTok definitely introducing hacks and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they were showing me how to get money off YouTube the other day. Boy, what the fuck? These niggas out here getting money. But
all right, facts.
You know, there's a lot of money out here these kids making. That's all we gonna talk. But
if you see shit
I don't
around,
think
you know
I've never been that type of person.
Yeah.
My mom's worked X amount of jobs all the time, like my whole, not my whole life, because she didn't work for a lot of years. But like, as we got older and she ended up with Omar and shit, she worked her ass off. So like, I don't think I don't be in people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have either.
I'm not going to
My mom would have gave it though. That's the difference.
I don't think my mom would have gave me all of it, but she definitely would have been like, here you go.
If it was $600, she probably would have gave me $300. Just like, here, put some money in your pocket too.
Oh yeah, I see your mom do that for sure.
When she used to file her taxes, she would like,
here, she used to give you a little
here go $500.
I'm
like,
fact.
I take it.
We was eating good.
Love you, mama.
None of that shit.
Hey,
Hey.
I didn't see none of that.
It was hot.
Probably did though. It probably went right to the clothes on my back.
That's you see it in a different way. It's spread out.
And we talked about how my Christmas is turned into $100.
Oh yeah, Christmas is a shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, here go $100 for Christmas. Enjoy.
Do you remember a lot of your Christmases?
Whenever I think of Christmas, I think of this one Christmas where I got this wrestling ring, and I got the entrance Titantron thing they called it, and I disappeared for 4 days.
And that's like
when I think of Christmas, that's what I think about.
I really I don't know. Like Christmas is like a blur to me, I swear.
I remember one time I got a razor, but it was like 3 years later. Remember when the razors hit?
Okay, no, I'm lying.
That's a phone, the scooter.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh,
The scooter, yeah.
So that my razor.
It took 4 months to ride my shit. My mom was not having riding.
I'll say this: I have this one Christmas story all the time. Like it always pops in my head. This was like, I think Men in Black came out like 5 years prior to when I received this gift, right? And I go, my aunt's like, yeah, I dropped off some gifts. So, you know, when you're going to visit other people's houses and you're picking up your gifts and shit, right? So like, oh, this is from Titi so-and-so. I'm not even going to put her on blast. So this is Titi so-and-so. I open it up, right? It's like 2 like video games. I open it up. My nigga, it's PlayStation 2 out already, right? I got a PlayStation 1 Men in Black video game that I can't even put in my PlayStation 2. So
she got you the good $10 special.
This was KB's Toys special. Nigga, it had the tag for like $3.99. Shout out KB Toys. They used to hold it down back in the day too. Right. But bro, she had they didn't take the sticker off that bitch. Wrap and threw it in a bag. Probably was like Adrian, Johnsy, Amanda, you know what I'm saying? $10 in gifts for all 3 of us.
$3.99.
Five Belows, before Five Below was popping. And I opened this up like,
Mans can't even say thank you. It's shocked.
My dad had the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Like he would still have, you know what I'm saying, his shit, because I would play the PlayStation. He would play PlayStation too, but I gave that shit to him. Like,
regifted.
If you want something to play, you know what I'm saying? Here it is.
Funny.
But that's one I really don't remember a lot of like specific like Christmases, but that one for sure. And I could even tell you what Christmas that was, or even what I got from my mom. That that one gift was the worst gift I ever had in my life.
I got a fucking science and industry book one time. That motherfucker was like 14, about 27.
Pop outs, dinosaurs,
how things are made. I'm like, thanks, Unc.
That is funny. That is funny.
Christmas in May.
No,
literally couldn't ride my razor until May.
So my scooter story was, I was in the shower, right? I'm in the shower and I think my mom comes up and she's like, hurry up and come outside. Like we got some gifts, but it was Easter Sunday. So we had opened up and like we had opened up the
Easter baskets.
The baskets. I thought that was the only,
right?
You know, whatever. I guess my dad went. I guess maybe our faces weren't so happy that.
They wearing the ungrateful.
We 13 with an Easter basket. Hey, like so that nigga must have took off. I wasn't 13 though, because they weren't even together. But when I was 13, but he takes off. I guess I'm in the shower or whatever. I come and it was a scooter, and that was how I got my little scooter.
Outside.
Oh man! What, jumping off the curb? Hey, that same scooter. I remember one of the Puerto Rican parades. You know, the block gets empty.
Yeah.
Like at nighttime, after 10 o'clock when they clear Bandera. That same scooter. I just remember they put like a little ramp, like on Division. Like they had all the. Wow. And it's one of my same memories. Like as a kid. Like that I remember being on Division, like one of those festivals, was me just seeing an empty ass street. It's like 11:30 at night.
It's almost scary how empty Division is.
I ain't supposed to be on Division right now.
Right.
I'm just mom, who knows, dad somewhere. I'm just cruising that mug. And that one, I just remember that empty ass, big ass block.
Funny as hell.
But speaking of Division. If y'all do not know, we are hosting a.
Get in tune.
You gotta hold the mic like it.
Hey, people was asking me, why the mic? Shout out my boy Jacob. That's how the setup was set up.
Jacob with the cam.
When you walk into the setup, and that's how you deal with it.
Right.
But it was dope. Yeah, we're having a peace march May 16th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Again, we got a bunch of dope organizations coming out. A bunch of parents that are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We have some victims who lost, their child to gun violence, and it's just gonna be a dope,
Special guest.
Huh?
Special guest.
Who's special guest?
Special guest.
Oh, you're asking me? Or you're telling me? Oh, yeah. Oh, special guest in the building. Yeah, definitely. Special guest in the building. We got Jumpy House for the kids, the bouncy house. Shout out, bro, from the party company. We got a couple tents. We got 2 DJs, a face painter.
Mm-hmm.
I already went to Costco. I seen the fucking. We're probably gonna buy like 500 waters. You know what I'm saying? Like hella water, the whole pallet. I was in that bitch, the whole pallet, and they all sell. So
$1 pop.
Track. It's like, oh, we selling them? No,
but most importantly, the people that all agree to come outside for the same cause.
Yeah,
and I think that's like the most important part right there.
And a lot of people. Maybe I'm just being sensitive or reactive.
Yeah,
because
5G.
Yeah, 5G. I was more like 3G.
Okay.
It wasn't that quick. But some people were asking me like, who are you collabing with, or who else is going? And
right.
I'm just like, why are you worried about who's showing up, or why are you worried?
Gonna be up there?
You know what I'm saying? Like, just pop up and you're gonna see. Because on our flyer, there's no other organizations that organizing this.
Right.
There's no other collabs. There's no other, the DJs are getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out the face painter. He probably gonna get tips. He said we don't need to pay him, but you know what I'm saying? Different.
Tip your face painter.
Yeah, but there's no really like no collaboration. It's really tip your face painter. It's fucking hilarious. Tip your face painter, Paul.
Like they say at the club.
That is fucking hilarious. But this is all just us really coming together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody. This is not even like.
It's really a culmination of putting words into action.
Uh-huh.
And the people so far have responded.
Facts.
Greatly, much more than what we anticipated.
And fuck Facebook, because y'all deleted my first video. That bitch was going up. And next thing you know, my phone stopped getting notifications. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
No more video. What the hell? But
so please bring your mask out.
Yeah. And I that's what I was gonna say. I wanna purchase a bunch of like masks too. So we might be passing out masks. More than likely we will be passing out masks. But we just want to have a good time, man. We got a bunch of dope people that are gonna be speaking to us once we're marching and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. We will have a event, program for you. But we want to come together. We want to celebrate everyone that lost their life, previous to previous and whatever it is, to gun violence, to just senseless killings and any kind of killing, and violence, violence. But we're here to all have fun.
Yep.
Have a good time. Remember the lost ones, and
bring unity and peace to the neighborhood. It's like everybody, no matter what side of the park you're from, you're proud to be from the park, and you represent that harder than you represent the city you're from. And
it's the pride. Like, right. It really is the pride. I feel like that's why everyone is like, like Humble Park. You know what I'm saying? Like Humble Park. The pride is what got us in a lot of trouble. Right. Pride is the reason why there's this gang.
And it also can be what gets us out of it.
And that's what it is. Like being proud of who we are, being proud of where we grew up in a different like element now, a different like stage in life.
Right.
Like once, and I think that's just preaching it to the younger youth, because if you follow the stage, right, of being an adult and having pride, a lot of these guys that are in organizations, they become prideful and then they find something to be prideful in. And they just like, live that life, right? Which is the organization.
Straight into it.
Then they live the life of being a man and have kids, right? And have a family. And then what happens? their pride changes. And now they're like, okay,
I got something else to live for.
I got something else to live for. I got my family. I got, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shit to lose is what they call it.
So if we're giving them something to lose, which is their own life, be proud to, you know what I'm saying? A lot of kids be like, oh, my life don't matter. No one cares about me, this, so and so. We care about you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all of these people that are showing up to this march care about you, but they want peace.
Like, people have kids, people have grandchildren, people have nephews, nieces, and they don't want to see you on a t-shirt.
Grandparents.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to see you in the news. They don't. And God bless, like, the violence has gotten a lot better. You know, like, over the years, from compared to what we were used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is better, but let's make it non-existent. Like, let's make violence like a thing of the past.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Humboldt Park people be like, man, them Puerto Ricans are crazy, or so and so. Like, let's change that stigma. Let's change that energy. Like, be proud to be a great person. Be proud to be human. Be proud to be a loving person, a father, an uncle. You know, a lot of these guys are playing softball now. They're very prideful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the pride in the park is at an all-time high. Like, the park is alive. You see it on Sundays. Y'all see it on the weekends. Y'all see it every, you know what I'm saying? Every chance it's warm. What's going on? The park is popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now let's take that same energy. Nobody, I promise to God, nobody wants to sit on the block and have to worry about someone going over there and getting shot at.
Right.
Like, if everybody can be worry free about that, it'll be a whole peaceful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it'll be a whole different place to live in.
You can go sit outside, indulge in your substance of choice, and have a good time kicking it with the homies,
and go home,
and then go home, and rinse and repeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what everybody looking for. Everybody, you go to work, you come home, you want to hang out with who you want to hang out with, and then be able to just do that again, and not have to worry about the commute or where exactly you're hanging out.
Like,
how you gonna get there?
Listen, y'all really be mad about something somebody did to you in 5th grade. Like, how the fuck does that sound? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this nigga said I was a bitch in 2nd grade. Nigga, and now he's this, and now I'm fuck. Like, come on, bro.
Y'all just been into it since 5th grade.
Since 5th grade, cause
not even into it about nothing.
He threw a paper ball at you, and now his kids, his mom, his dad, his
and now it's real.
Come on, man. You real clowned out. Like, it's just wasted energy. And I would keep, like, in basketball, when I coach, I always say energy finds the ball. And in life, energy finds the ball. Whatever you put that energy to, you will find it. If you go in the streets, right, energy finds the gun. Energy finds, death. Like, if you put that energy towards that, you will find what you're looking for. Jail, death, or someone will get hurt. So put some energy towards something else. Like, put it towards your kids. If you got nieces and nephews, look at them and just be like, damn, let me put it towards them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went through a lot of shit growing up. We went through, stupid shit. We lived and we learned, but we're supposed to teach our nieces and nephews and kids what not to do, the mistakes we learned from. As you get older, you don't realize or appreciate the older people that really, tell you stuff to do. Not even tell you or give you wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, now as I get older, I'm like, damn, like, my grandfather, I'm more like my grandfather than any other person. My grandfather, I could sit here and talk to you 3 hours, you know what I'm saying? Like, spitting game, you know what I'm saying? Like, because my grandfather has done that to me since I was this tall. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Spitting wisdom and spitting, and maybe that's probably why out of all my I was the only one who got that fucking knowledge. I was the only grandchild, maybe. All my other retarded ass cousins, brothers, and sisters. But, it's just actually talking to these people. Like, asking somebody, like, you know how many times I walk these streets, right? And I know every, you know, I don't mean to call them crackheads, but they're fucking crackheads, right? I tell the ass, like, let's be real, dope ass, they doing dope difference, right? My cousin, I see him yesterday. I'm parked in the gas station, right, trying to get some fucking shit out the gas station, and he see me. This nigga like, shit. He see me chilling right here again. I'm about to get high. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know what you're doing. But I tell them, like, how are you doing? Are you okay? Yeah. And you know how many times they tell me, like, damn, I appreciate you asking me. Like, damn, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, people don't ask you that. People don't ask. Like, I don't think I ask you enough. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, sometimes when me and Bruce are here, I'll ask Bruce, like, man, you straight? How you been? Like, because that's one-on-one time. People don't get that one-on-one time with their homies no more.
Bro, I just worked my first, like, 9 to 9 today. So, I was working it with my GM. Kind of like, you know, walking me through how to open the store and shit, you know, being like...
Manager, like trading manager shit,
training me to be a manager. So, he was telling me, like, my first meal was literally when I came and bring that pizza with y'all. That was at what? Fucking
9:30, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock at night. So I hadn't ate. Like, I've been up since 7:45 in the morning. I hadn't ate since. So there'd be times where I would go into work when I have a short shift, you know, 4 to 9, 4 to 10. Mm-hmm. He'd be there from, you know, how we open today. And I'd go in, you know, for it. Oh, it's, you know, it's kind of dead, damn, you know, damn, it's not popping yet. Let me make myself something to eat real quick. Yeah. Whole time, folks ain't ate yet. You know? Yeah. I ain't even asking them, yo, you ate? Yeah. You trying to eat something? You know, like, I'll buy a pizza, we both bang that. You know, we both slam the pizza down. Yeah. Didn't it fucking dawn on me till today, right now, where I was like, damn, bro, I've been, you know, we're both fucking starving. My stomach eating itself. Yep.
You know? So, like, sometimes you just like...
It don't dawn on you till that shit happened to you.
And I asked, like, I think it was an instance, I had a bunch of kids, you know, at the gym and shit. And I was like, matter of fact, I had 2 kids in the car. And I was dropping them off at the gym. And I was like, you sure you don't want a Cuban sandwich? Like, are you sure? Like, I know your parents probably say don't take stuff from strangers, or, you know, you don't want to seem like you're hungry. But, like, if you're hungry, genuinely hungry, I will buy you a sandwich. Like, it's not a big deal. He's like, no, I'm cool. Like, I'm like, okay, like, but you sure? I'm going to ask you a couple times because, like, you never know what someone's thinking. Like, damn, I'm hungry. Or if I would have bought that sandwich, put it in my car and drove off, whole time he's smelling the food, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. You don't know what people are thinking. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know, like, so I think with that is just sometimes just take that second to ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I remember when I told you, like, that player personnel role, like, for the NBA, like, I feel like just coaching and just being around people, and, like, the classes I took in school were just management classes and just, like, you know, dealing with people. I feel like I have a good sense. You know what I'm saying? So, like, getting that out of people, you know, and Lisa probably tell you, oh, he don't ask me shit. The difference, you're mad at me. They're not mad at me. They're not mad at me. But, you know, it's just taking that second.
Do you think that stems from you wanting people to ask you if you're okay? Because I noticed that, like, my thigh will be hurting and I'll massage Tasha's thigh. Or my back will be hurting and I need a back massage. I'll just start massaging her subconsciously. And just like, and I'm just like, and what I'm doing, I'm like, damn, I want you to be doing this to me right now, but I started doing it on you. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It'll feel great if you reciprocate it.
Okay, you get the little reciprocal.
I think it's subconscious. It's subconscious. I don't even catch it.
I don't think.
Damn, my knee hurt. I'm rubbing her shit.
I don't think in my instance, no. I think I'm a giver when it comes to that aspect. Pause. I like to. I feel
so there's some satisfaction.
There's definitely satisfaction when, like, when I'm, you know, I see someone like, you know, when they say, damn, I'm glad you asked. You know, when that first person told me that, I said, damn, okay. I took that like mental notes. I don't think people take mental notes enough. Yeah. You know, like, that's what I'm saying. Note it. Remember that. Write it down. Take a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, mental note that shit. And that's how life is. Mental note it and, you know, play it to the next relationship. You figure out what works and what doesn't, and mental note that. And okay, some people like this, some people like that. Yeah. You know, but I think I just took it as when the first time, maybe now that I think about it, maybe I'm asking, hoping they say thank you for asking. Yeah. Right. Now that I think about it, maybe it's like, okay, let me see if he says it. Mm-hmm. Because that's where you get the satisfaction. That's where you get your endorphins from the thank you. I get the endorphins from the thank you. It's crazy. Yo, cigarette break. You're a real one for asking me if I'm okay. Oh my God. Do I need realness of validation? Is that what that is? Hey. What's your definition of a real person? Let me ask you that. And I wrote this down. Like I'm surprised months ago. Had this conversation yet. So I wrote it down months ago. Yeah. And I wanted everybody to write it down on a piece of paper. Right. Like their answer. Yeah, because you start vocalizing your shit and start incorporating other people's shit. Yeah. So what's your definition of a real person? Like a real nigga, real homie.
My definition?
Yeah, we'd like to start with you.
I think just somebody who's themselves, you know. We can't really put a frame on what's a real nigga or what's a real person. Just somebody who
real to themselves.
Yeah, you know, wrong or right, just being yourself. Right. You know? Like, because there's people who'll be like, well, being a real nigga is handling. Well, how many people handle all of their responsibilities and handle them correctly and timely? Like, yeah. Right. We're fucking human beings. Like, be real with yourself. I'm gonna
repeat that. Handling all of them correctly and timely. Yeah.
Like, you not want to hit all three because you're not fucking. You grow in wisdom as time comes. So nobody's perfect, but just being like shit. If that's who you are and that's what you are, then be who you are without that, you know, filter. But that's just.
But what's your definition of a real homie? Real essay? Real nigga? Real
one.
Hombre. Real one.
What's the definition of a real one?
Wankster.
Yeah. Real person. What's your definition, Chris?
My definition?
Yeah.
Pretty much with fucking research. Like people who's just I mean, if I wanted to just be honest, like I wasn't one of those people that respected that growing up. Definitely used to bake your ass if you was your own person. As I got older, I became my own person. But I've always been a person who never gave a fuck what anybody think about me. So, like, I was in high school, I had a fucking Hello Kitty book bag, and I didn't give a fuck what anybody said to me about it. So, like, I've always been myself. But if you was just OD, like, there's a certain line you just, I felt you didn't have to cross it. So you got to cross it, so I was flying your ass.
I think we can all agree I was a real one. For wearing that choker.
Refer to the last episode.
Yo.
I think that was in the pre-show. We ain't talking about it. But
you were what?
That was a real one.
A real one.
By definition.
To who?
Real to myself.
You was not real to yourself at all, my nigga. You heard me? The choker was real to himself. No, it was not.
I was real to myself.
If you was looking like Samoan kind of with that shit.
Samoan P.
Samoan P. What's your definition of being a real one?
I honestly just gotta piggyback off of that one and just say being real with yourself. And obviously, it's easy to identify yourself as real because everybody wants to be the exception to the rule or the right one, or everybody want to be right. But I just think about how our circle was so different, but everybody was real in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was obviously some overlapping things in common. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's some things y'all two got in common that I don't share with y'all. Yeah. But we all still sitting at the same table eating. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Still meeting up on Friday nights to record these episodes.
So Real doesn't have any kind of like attribute characteristics or attributes. Is more like individual Real.
At this point, what's real and what's not real? What's real to you might not be real to somebody
else. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know, everybody, you can't really put something on somebody and say that's real. You should fit this mold when that's real to you, but that may not be real in their situation.
Yeah, I think people can respect, like, let's just say a real street nigga can respect, we'll just say a 9-to-5er who not trying to be a street nigga. Yeah, and he will call him real.
It's a lot of people that and they will get mutual respect right there.
Right.
Because it'll be like, okay,
how you live the world for real.
Yeah, facts.
Get it how you living, you know?
Get it how you living.
If that shit's not for you, don't try to fit into the mold just because you hanging out with like a real, that could be one of your best friends, but y'all just on two different lives.
Yeah.
He fuck with you because you how you are, and you fuck with him because he is who he is.
Yeah.
Make pizzas for a living.
Like, shit, I don't give a fuck what you do as long as you got it. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you're real with it.
Real. You feel me? I know you're going to tell me if I'm a dickhead or if I'm not a dickhead. You know, you could be wrong. I could think you're wrong or whatever, but, you know.
You're
I'm always going to get 100%.
You're a dickhead sometimes.
Yeah, I know, but still.
I think we all have some dickhead in us. Oh! Yo!
We all have dickheads here. It's crazy.
In us. No! I had to. What's the minute mark on? Where we at?
That's an hour and a half of dickheads in it.
Wow, I think I want to end on that one. Wow, that's next week. Hey, that definitely
time to go.
Who sucks this week?
I think it's time to go.
Yeah. We all have dickheads in us.
I'm gonna end on that. Don't repeat it again.
I think it's time to go. Get me out of here. Ain't this on the internet? Get me out.
Get me out of here. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all going and liking, sharing, subscribing. Keep running it up. The followers are going up on IG. The numbers are going up on Facebook. All the good stuff, right? All the subscribers are going up on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
So let's keep working.
Once again, May
16th. Yes, sir. May 16th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I will be there at 10 a.m. if people want to go, get there a little early, talk a little bit, catch up if you haven't seen me in a while, because I know there's a lot of people, just hitting me up, just trying to reach out. But yeah, we're going to be all out there. We're going to be having some fun. Remember, bring the peace, leave the bullshit at home. This is a new Humble Park, y'all. I promise y'all. We changing the energy. And you would be surprised the people that are hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? Like the people you would consider somebody that's probably, an issue or he's part of the problem.
It's gonna be a whole dynamic flip on y'all.
That person is like, I'm pulling up because I want to see something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
I want the same thing.
I want the same thing. Like everybody, we all grew up here together, all grew up at the same time, all grew up through the same struggle. And we just want to live a new life and see our kids live a better life. So we're going to have fun. We're going to live it up. We're going to turn up. I might have a juke tent. Stay tuned. I might have a footworking tent. Stay tuned. Hey, we're going to have Reef on juke duty. But on that note, we out. Peace.